Life is short. Time spent feeling angry or resentful about things that happened or didn't happen is time squandered. So you think those feelings motivate you and help you get things done. If you're honest with yourself, you realize getting things done isn't the end goal. The goal in life is to feel fulfilled and happy. A life fueled by resentment and anger seldom contributes to serenity and fulfillment. More importantly, the moments you spent checking things off your to-do list with a misplaced mindset slip away without giving you anything positive. These moments evaporate in your life, never to return. So when you think about resentment, it almost seems like a cancer that eats away at your days which could have been filled with more love and more joy. So today, I would like to offer 4 powerful tips to reduce resentment and live a happier life. First up, think loving thoughts for the person you resent. Now you're probably thinking, you can't be serious, Jim, but hear me out. What's the opposite of anger, hate, or fear? Yeah, that's right, love. By sending positive love towards someone, you're slowly chiseling away at the negative emotions that do you more harm than good. If you don't believe me, like the Buddha said, you must try it for yourself. You can still set aside time during the day to think loving thoughts about someone you do love, but also take the time to send those thoughts to those you resent, wishing them good fortune and blessings. Say it out loud. Please give love and health and peace to all today. At first, it will most likely feel awkward and meaningless, not to mention difficult. It may take weeks, months, even years, but eventually you'll notice that where there were once ill feelings, now there is peace and love. It will, with time, develop great meaning for you and your life. Next, check your motives and expectations. The best way to eliminate resentment is not to set yourself up for it. For example, think about when people ask you to do things for them. You probably form expectations about what they will do for you in return. If there's a hint of what's in it for me, chances are you're going to be headed down the wrong road and have lots of resentment. This can be difficult to assess before taking action. If a friend is moving and asks you for your help, maybe you're thinking to yourself, I better help because I know I will need it when I move next year. But what happens when your friend doesn't show up to help you move? Boom, you start to have resentment. You see, when you give without expectations, you learn something great. Only when you're comfortable giving for the sake of it, you're less likely to resent people for letting you down. Next up, we need to be grateful. A heart that is full of gratitude has little room for conceit or resentment. I utilize something called a gratitude list. Whenever I'm feeling stressed, resentful, or angry, I put pen to paper and write down at least 10 things I'm grateful for in that particular moment. It's difficult to resent what you don't have when you're focusing your energy on what you do have. I know it's a small shift, so put it to test in your own life. Next, we need to stay open to different outcomes. The key to finding happiness is realizing that you already possess everything you need to be happy. When you realize happiness is an inside job, you're less apt to place demands on other people and the situations. Reducing resentment takes practice and mindfulness. First, you have to become aware of how they manifest and why. A few summers ago, I had the perfect opportunity to do just that. I was looking forward to the first weekend my wife and I would get to enjoy some pool time with friends. I had been looking forward to that downtime all week. I had been planning to relax with our friends at their new home, which was recently bought, and soak up some rays by their new pool. Well, the weekend came and we headed over to our friends with pool gear in tow. Subconsciously, or maybe consciously, I knew they had a lot to do with their recent move, and I personally questioned our visit to just hang by the pool, though they had invited us over. Upon arriving, we took some time and I saw a mountain of boxes still packed, furniture piled all over the place. They still had so much work remaining to do. I thought maybe they just wanted to get away for a moment and enjoy some downtime. But I saw they were still knee-deep in their move and a little frantic. And then, out of nowhere, my wife offered to help for the day. What was she doing? Didn't she know the important aspect of lounging I had planned for myself today? I could feel the resentment rising from deep inside. As I visualized my lazy afternoon disappearing, it only grew. I took a moment and I went to be mindful. I recognized my moment and removed myself from the situation for just a few minutes by going outside and checking out their new pool and backyard. I quietly stared as the water cascaded, the ripples wandering across the surface of the pool, and it engaged my mind in a minute of meditation practice. I focused on acceptance, guidance, and willingness. I sat there quietly and concentrated on my breathing. What I realized was simple and profound. Years from now, what will I remember the most? The day I sat by the pool doing nothing, or the day I helped friends make their new house a home? The choice was quite easy after that moment. The day was pleasant and memorable, and I learned a powerful lesson about expectations. It's okay to have them at times, but the ability to be happy and experience peace at any given moment is not contingent on how I expected an event to occur. If I had not taken that moment to experience my thoughts, I most likely would have given birth to a great resentment. The point here is that we all have the ability to manage expectations, to change our state of mind, and ultimately be happy, regardless of how we expect things to unfold. Pretty cool and powerful, I think. So, in reflection, I can sum up a general approach that we can all use. Take a minute and ask yourself, did I offer peace today? Did I bring a smile to someone's face? Did I say words of encouragement? Did I let go of my anger and my resentment? Did I forgive? Did I love? These are the questions that can make the biggest difference. Trust that the little bit of love that you sow now will bear many fruits here in this moment and the life to come. As always, peace and love, Jim.